Hello, my brothers and sisters. This is your sister, Queen Divine. Today, I have a little bit of advice. I just want to say a little story about my late daddy, just to let you know how some people are wicked, how some people can be heartless. There are some elderly people you won't believe that doesn't care if you are a baby, if you are a little child, if you are just growing up, if you are an angel. There are some people, not just babies, not just even younger people, there are some elderly people who love to maltreat babies. When they know you are a baby, they will want to, they gain pleasure in making you cry. They gain pleasure in hurting you. It makes them happy. When they hurt you, when they see you cry as a baby, they love it. So there are some people who have some kind of devilish demons inside of them that oppress inside of them, because I don't think people like those people, such people, are humans. Because I have seen it too with my eyes. And something also, my daddy, my late dad, rest in peace, daddy, I love you. So I heard also from my daddy when he was in primary school, a little boy, he once told me about some bad experience he had from an elderly man, an old man, not just a young boy, an elderly man. He said anytime he's going to school, that was so many years ago. I was never born then. My daddy was just a little boy. And during this time, he was in the primary school. I think, I forgot, maybe primary 3, primary 2. He was just a small boy, little baby. So, there is this route he always takes when he's going to school. He will hold his bags and start walking to the school. There was this old man. He knows where my daddy always takes to his school. And this old man, there is this particular spot that he always stands around waiting for my daddy to come over. And as my innocent daddy was always going to school, this time, this elderly man will be waiting. The moment he sees my daddy, he will call my daddy by his name and say, "Come here." My daddy will walk down straight to him. Then he will tell my daddy, "Bring your head, put your head down." And this man will hit my daddy. He will give him a strong knock on his head. Toe, toe, toe. This man was always doing this to my daddy every day. When he does it today in the morning, the next day in the morning is also there by the same time, by the same hour, waiting for my daddy. And my daddy was just a baby, a little boy. And so, as my daddy was saying it, because my dad, right from when he was a baby, he was so stubborn. I was just thinking, I didn't even say anything. I allowed my daddy to finish because I know, being that the stubborn daddy he was, I knew he was going to do something to this old man that would stop him from misbehaving, from maltreating an innocent boy, baby. So my daddy said he was always giving him a very terrible knock on his head like this. After doing it, he was okay, go. My daddy will go. My daddy said, this man continued doing this. And I asked him, Daddy, didn't you tell grandma? Didn't you tell your mommy, my grandmother? My daddy said, no, he didn't. Then my daddy said one day, he was now thinking, planning of what to do to this wicked old man. And he was a father by this time. This old man wasn't a baby, he wasn't a child, he was a father already. And even a grandpa. This time I'm telling you. So my daddy said one day, he now went, when he got home, he now have to grant some shield pepper. My daddy said he took some shield pepper. He did it. My dad was so strong. From his build, he was always doing things. That's how our parents train us up. Even a child of 6 years, we started doing things at home, washing plates, and at least to help us in future. My daddy said he now ground some pepper. He went and kept them inside his bag, school bag. As he was going, same day, the next morning, this same elderly man called my daddy and said, put down your head downwards, and he wants to do the normal thing again. My daddy said he had the pepper with him. He poured it into his eyes, and this elderly man fell on the floor. He was now rolling. He was now rolling. He was now crying. My daddy said that was how he left, and that was the last day this wicked old man stopped tormenting my daddy. When my daddy said, I said, clever. Thank you, Daddy. You're always that stubborn man, and that stubbornness helped you to deal with this old man, wicked old man, who felt he can make you cry, who felt he can make you weep every day. My daddy said that was the last day he saw that man on that same spot. He never came closer to him anymore. See, some years later, the old man died. So I just brought this little story to let many of you know that wickedness doesn't mean, it doesn't tell about your age. If people want to be wicked, they will be wicked, undermining the age they are. Someone can be 10 years old, that child is already wicked. Someone can be 20 years old, that child can be wicked. Somebody can be 80 or 90 years old, that person can be wicked. Wickedness doesn't depend on age. Anybody from any age can be wicked, because that wickedness is inborn in them, and they have this demon inside of them. Some people gain pleasure. Some people are so happy when they see others weeping. Some people are so happy when they see others crying. Some people are so happy when they see others suffering. Some people are so happy when they see people falling down. Some people are so happy when they see people who their businesses is falling down, who their businesses is liquidating. Some people are so happy when they see somebody going into bankrupt. Some people are so happy when people are crying, suffering, in pains. Some people are so happy, honestly, I mean, some people are extremely happy when they see negative things happening in the lives of people. We should always pray to God never to come in contact with such people. Because if you have such people around your lives, they are going to do everything to always makes you crying. I just brought this message about my daddy at his little age. You can see a child, an innocent child who was in primary 2, an elderly man, a grandpa who always derives making my daddy crying at that little age. Every day he hits my daddy on his head, all in the name of seeing a little baby crying. This was what someone did to my own daddy, not someone else, to my biological father. And so I am telling so many people, we should be careful about some people in this world, that when you are surrounded with people who love seeing somebody suffering, you have to go far from them and kick their ass out of your life. Cut them away. It's like an orange. You see an orange, one side is rotten, some part of it is good. There is no need of you cutting away the part that is rotten. Everywhere is contaminated. The best thing is to get the orange, and throw it inside this dustbin. That's where it suits a rotten orange, a rotten fruit. And that's also where it suits terrible, evil people that doesn't want to see you happy, that loves making people cry to the extent they don't care even if you are a day-old baby. They will still hurt you. Even if you are a 2-year-old baby, they still derive pleasure in making you cry. So such people should be thrown into the bin. That's where suits them. This is the truth fact. Thank you very much, my brothers and sisters. God bless you all. Thank you. I love you guys. God bless you. Take good care of yourselves. Never go around where there are a lot of people. Protect yourselves and guide yourselves over this terrible virus that has made a lot of panic, brought a lot of panic into this world. May God help every one of us and guide us, and may there be a cure, a way to bring a total stoppage to these problems. Thank you, my brothers and sisters. I love you guys. God bless you. Bye. Take care.